Hey now, I'm Whit, and today a real treat from Rec Watches. You see their gearbox logo here. Their slogan is Recover, Recycle, Reclaim. And they basically take material from, recovered historical cars, aircraft, etc., and put it into their timepieces. Very cool. And inside this box, it's huge too, you can see by the way, is the 901 GW, recycled from the Porsche 993, remastered by Gunther Werks in Southern California. That's next on Watch Wit, Luxury Edition. Yeah, just included in the outer shipping box, they've got renderings of the car and the watch, so pretty slick. But we'll get this bad boy open now. Oh, this thing's heavy. It's a big, metal box. I guess it's supposed to maybe emulate a toolbox or something. So as I get into this box, I'll give you a little backstory on the project. If you don't want to hear that part, then just kind of fast forward using the chapters down below to get to the beefy stuff that you like. So inside this box is the 901 GW Exoskeleton from Rec Watches. It's recycled from one of the two original Porsche 993 projects, remastered by Gunther Werks. If you're a Porsche fan, you probably already know the story. If you're not, I'll give you kind of a little quick condensed version. So Gunther Werks 993 project, it's a modern homage to the iconic air-cooled Porsche 911. And Gunther strips the vehicle down to the frame and rebuilds the car with modern technology and designs, including in-house produced carbon fiber bodywork. So the vehicle known as Carbon Exoskeleton is their one and only fully exposed carbon fiber vehicle. Now enter Rec Watches. Gunther Werks gave Rec carbon fiber from the build process, then Rec granulated it and reforged it with new carbon fiber, which makes up the visible middle section of the watch case. Okay, let me get it out of the case, and we'll set the metal box to the side. Nice leather travel pouch, a little padding here on the side. It's got a nice smooth texture to it. And the Rec Watches signature and logo on the front, where it is a double snap closure. And there she is. Oh, you gotta love that orange right off the bat, huh? Look at that, fully certified Swiss Made Chronograph, and you see a lot of the design cues from the gauges on the dash of the Porsche immediately. Even if you're not a Porsche fan, I think you can kind of recognize some of that design aesthetic there. Let me give you some measurements and we can check out the dial a little more. So this is a 47 millimeter diameter case. You've got a 46 millimeter lug to lug, so pretty short and stout for the dial diameter size. You've got a 24 millimeter lug width. The thickness is listed as two different measurements on the website, so I'll take a moment here to at least get my at-home readings, and it's matching one of the two there. So 14.5. I think they had 14.35. So it is a little bit thick, but you'll see all that's going on there as well. Not a very high hand stack, though. And it feels pretty light. Let's see what it weighs. I mean, obviously you got some carbon fiber in there, so not going to be much, I imagine. Yeah, 110 grams on the supplied leather strap. So first things first, let's get this thing running. We can't have this watch just sitting here all dead like. This is using a Sellita SW510B, and it's a cam-actuated chronograph, 28,800 vibrations per hour, 4 hertz, 27 joules, 62-hour power reserve. It's got an accuracy of plus or minus 15 seconds per day. You see a small running seconds hand at that 9 o'clock sub-dial. And then you've got your 30-minute chronograph timer here on the 3 o'clock sub-dial. And it looks like we have a 12-hour... is it? Yeah. That's going to be a 12-hour timer for your chronograph. That's a cam-actuated chronograph, so you feel that nice tactile positive click when you hit the start-stop button. You can see that nice orange chronograph seconds hand with the blue tip. Kind of ties in with that Riot there. Cool kind of anodized blue on that Riot as well. See how it's like reflecting some of the light? That's got a very like precision instrument look to it. Love it. The dial's got a little bit of a skeletonization going on. You can see some of the inner workings, the silver behind the middle section there. That's a flat sapphire crystal. You see the beveled edge kind of with a little bit of a gap between it and the edge of the bezel. 3 layers of anti-reflective coating on the underside of the crystal. We've got a stainless steel case back, and you can see that deep etching there in those grooves, and then laser engraving with 901, GW 993, and then you've got automatic, Swiss Made, and 5 atmospheres, 50 meters water resistance. In the middle you see their logo and signature, and 034 is the serial number of this, limited to 188 pieces. In this viewpoint too, you can see a bit more of the case design, which is 6 layers. Let's see if I can try and point them out now. So the inner case here is 316L stainless steel that's brushed circular pattern with black PVD, and then the outer case is sandblasted and polished 316L stainless steel with black PVD. Then you've got the 2-piece side panels in sandblasted 316L stainless steel, and a 2-piece middle case you can see here with the forged carbon and recycled carbon fiber from Gunther Werks. Let's go in tight on the dial now, since I've still got that chronograph running too. You can see a little bit of the action going on. So you see your 30-minute timer here is going to get ready to tick up one more minute. There you go. Very smooth. The running seconds hand still making a nice smooth sweep there. And we're barely making a dent on that 12-hour timer. I love the font of the numerals on the tachymeter. You see that's just got that classic retro car gauge look right to it, right? See at the bottom too, you got Swiss Made. Take a closer look at the crown and the pushers. So you can see a bit of that sandblasting here on the top and I would assume bottom side of the pusher, yeah. And then high polish on the actual pusher part. You got a high polish ring around the crown where the signed logo is. Again, you see that's their shield logo. And just a bit of a blue rubberized knurling. So it's very easy to turn. Just a minimal amount of lume to get you by, only the hour and minute hand, but that is BGW9 blue luminescence. And something pretty cool I didn't catch earlier is that little slice out of the hour hand. Very slick. Leather strap is nice and beefy. You see the Gunther Werks signature on the underside here. Nice soft backing as well. And the Rec Watches logo and signature there. You got a stainless steel buckle and tang. Oh, nice design to it as well. And that kind of ties in with the pushers you see here, right? And it's got the Gunther Werks logo emblazoned on the buckle. Got some stylized padding here and blue stitching to tie in with the dial. And as you saw from the opening, there's a couple of extra straps. I'm not sure if these actually come with it or if you buy those separately. You'll have to check their website for more info, but here's the carbon fiber tie-in. And this is probably something a little more tied into that Gunther Werks Porsche. So speaking of which, did you catch the tie-ins to the Gunther Werks and 993 Porsche kind of throughout the watch? There's just a few of them, but the main one you can obviously see is that Caseback. So that design there is kind of like the engine cross brace and the vented engine cover on the Porsche. So that one was kind of easy to spot. I don't know if you did or not. Or again, if you're not a huge Porsche fan, you might not have recognized it. And then this outer bezel. That is reminiscent of the shroud around the headlights on the Porsche. And I talked about it a little bit, so I may have given you a hint, but the tachymeter and basically the overall Riot with the blue and the orange chronograph seconds hand ties into the gauges on the dash. And then I gave you the last one. The straps really kind of tie in and match the seats and interior. And then even this one, the carbon fiber around the exoskeleton Gunther Werks 993. Well, let me show it to you on my wrist, but first I'm wearing today another recycled piece by happy accident. This dial is made of rock. This is the Hauptmann Watches Pilbara, and I've got a full unboxing video you can catch right there that'll dive in deeper to this thing. But yeah, check it out. That is actual rock dial. Yeah, there it is on my 8-inch wrist. I'm wearing it a little tighter than I normally would because it's a lot lighter than you expect for a watch of this size. Again, relatively short lug to lug though, 46 millimeters and 47 millimeters in diameter. I think some of that comes from this protrusion here though. The case doesn't feel as big if you just kind of look at this point here, the slimming lines of those lugs. It's only at this point here, seeing the crown, the pushers, and that protrusion where it appears as if it's really wide. But at the same time, that doesn't look too big to me. Again, with 8-inch wrists though, this is just definitely a nice sport chronograph. So, I mean, I don't see a problem with it, especially with that short lug to lug. It just looks like it's stocky, right? So these are limited to 188 pieces. You can pick your own serial number as well when you order online. They're $24.95 US, and that includes tax, but not your customs duties, and free worldwide shipping. Plus, there is a 3-year warranty on these pieces. And at the time of filming, there are about 43 of this color variant remaining, so snag yours if you're interested. Hey, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. That way you can catch all the videos I have to show you. And I'll catch you in the next one. I'm Whit, with so many watches, so little time.